Well, Lincoln boss Keith Alexander hopes so, and stirred by a horrid late defeat at Scunthorpe on Saturday, he shakes up his team, requiring Gareth McCauley to start at centre-half for the first time this season, and bringing in the giant Jamie McComb up front. Chief threat, though, remains Gary Taylor-Fletcher, who has scored in all 4 games this season. For Derby, whilst unwilling to compromise too much, George Burley is mindful of the 2-match bank holiday weekend ahead. He has Smith and Bishcard injured and offers seats on the bench to Taylor and Doyle. Promoted to the starting 11, all for the first time this season, are Paul Peschke-Solido, Adam Boulder, young Lee Holmes, and after 4 months battling injury, left-back Jamie Vincent. The referee is Keith Hill, who, as blameless 4th official, did his best to sort out the double booking shambles at Southampton on Saturday. Well, when the Carling Cup draw was made 6.5 weeks ago, this was the first tie out of the bag. For the footballing folk of Lincoln, it's a particularly appetising one. And they're due a year or so without being amongst the first out of the competition. And it is they who effect the first attack. Cross lifted in by Matt Bloomer, but dealt with by Lee Camp, the very confident young goalkeeper that George Burley has installed into his first 11 in the early part of this season. Taken up for Derby by the German Marco Reich, who's run away from gain and is still going. It's Marco Reich, terrific strike. Very good run prior to that. Real incision, the former Kaiserslautern Werder Bremen schemer. Only a yard or so wide. Keith Alexander has achieved great things at this club. They finished 6th and 7th in the last 2 seasons, but expectations are correspondingly high. Peschke-Solido going in, it could still bounce for him. The goalkeeper just got enough of it, Marriott. Weaver jumped with Tudgate, and Peschke-Solido suddenly found himself goal side of McCauley. Marriott did well to get a hand on it, and Futcher did well to lever it over. Alexander has reason to feel upbeat about what he's seen so far, though, having been rather depressed by what he witnessed at Scunthorpe over the weekend. Holmes caught on it. Taylor-Fletcher. Gain. Blackwood. Too clever, even for himself. And here is Idiakes. Fed it in for Peschke-Solido. Tackle from Blackwood, foul from Michael Blackwood. Peschke-Solido darting and dashing on the edge of the penalty area. Blackwood wasn't prepared to let him shoot. Idiakes and Vincent together, right and left-footed respectively. It is Idiakes. Oh, it's a terrific goal. First-rate free kick from the Spaniard, and Derby County have pulled rank at Sincil Bank. George Burley's championship team have the lead. Their seniority demands, but it was a spectacularly good free kick from Inigo Idiakes that they needed to get their collective nose in front. The Rams finally have battered the Imps, and Alan Marriott barely saw it. Plenty of good support for Lincoln tonight, maybe 5,000 in. Oddly enough, this was the very fixture, Lincoln against Derby in the League Cup in 1967, which brought Sincil Bank's biggest ever attendance. They're feeling the beat of the drum in their ear, are the Derby folk, because the locals here believe they're still in... Peschke-Solido. Blackwood got back. Huddleston. Fit strike. And a good gather second time by Marriott. Marriott going long. It's the route they'll stick to now. McComb couldn't turn. Taylor took it out. Square one from Macaulay. Marriott perilously close to Peschke-Solido. Into Blackwood. In by Yo. Taylor Fletcher. In by Blackwood. Oh, it's struck it on! It's a penalty! Is incandescent, believing he could do nothing to withdraw his arm. But when Blackwood played it in, there is no doubt it struck the elbow. Thereafter, it was simply down to Keith Hill's interpretation. And his interpretation is that it should be a penalty. And with 13 minutes of the cup tie to play, Gary Taylor Fletcher, who has scored in all 4 games in League Two this season for Lincoln, has a chance to make it 5 in 5. A penalty at Scunthorpe on Saturday. It's Taylor Fletcher again. Lincoln's top marksman. A goal every game. Gary Taylor Fletcher, 1-1. And the Imps feel big now. 5 in 5 for Gary Taylor Fletcher. And we are 12 minutes from extra time at Sincil Bank. Hooked on by McCoon, chased by Green. Green's ball over, Yo! 2-1 Lincoln! Sensational turnaround! And Simon Yo has taken them to within 10 minutes of a first-round Carling Cup upset. Kenner for Huddleston. Everyone forward who possibly can for Derby. Miss kick from Macaulay. Came to Iniakes. Away from Blackwood. Whistler's gone. And it's only gone because despite Iniakes' prolonged appeals for handball, and there's some irony there, and he does have a case. Boy, he does have a case. It's just a goal kick. Fletcher working it short. He's done well to make himself a yard here. How ambitious does he want to be? He's kept going, Taylor Fletcher. It's a good pullback. It's all over. It's 3-1. Jamie McComb has settled it in favour of Little Lincoln City. It's a night they will remember for a long, long time. Taylor Fletcher made the inroads. Derby afforded him time to pick his man, and McComb picked his spot. And the first round of the League Cup has come up with a big scalp here. Derby of the Championship are going out to the little boys of League Two. Stoppage time, scheduled stoppage time is just about up. Derby have one last chance to pump it in. They need 2 goals though. Their game is surely up. Blackwood away, the final whistle. A famous, famous night for Lincoln City and for their big boss, Keith Alexander.